Yeah, going live. Gonna play video games.
Oh, right, your evil thing. No, we're not gonna watch that.
Yeah, especially
We've got Amiga games to play.
Yes, yes. Welcome to this week's Top 20, and what are we doing? We are doing Amiga games from Continental Europe. Basically all those American and Great Britain games, just fling them out and fling them off and completely ignored them despite being pretty damn good, many of them. Today we are playing loads of great games from nations like France, Germany, Belgium, Finland, and Denmark, and Sweden, and...
I don't know about you, but I can't keep holding this smile.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just going to be perfectly honest. Several of these games are not very good at all, and due to hilarious amounts of, well, not working on part of the emulator, we only actually have 9 working games to work through today. I'm going to have to fix the remaining 11 for next time.
Peachy.
Peachy. So, yeah. Well, with that said, that's no reason to just, you know, feel all sad and angry, basically. Let's just get
We've got 9 games to go through. Let's have fun.
Yeah, I mean, we got some games to play. So, I suppose we're just going to hop over to our floppy drives, and we are going to take a look and see what we're going to start with playing. And,
also, I'm sorry for posting Baby Laughs a lot.
No
you will
one
now
likes
be forever
you anymore.
haunted.
No one likes you anymore, Alpha. No one likes you. But alright, let's start off with a good game and play Bobo, which was just Bobo in France, but then it became Bobo Stir Crazy in English because just Bobo wasn't
kind of
enough,
went crazy
apparently.
over the translation.
Yeah, somewhere along the translation line he went insane, I suppose.
Excuse me.
Right.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I'm just going to say this now, this is actually a game that I have played, because I used to own this, an original copy for the Atari ST, so I sort of kinda know how to play this one. Sort of. Kind of.
Maybe.
50 years.
Maybe.
Yeah, let's just wing it anyway.
Yeah, let's just wing it anyway. We all know that that's how it's going to end anyway.
There we go. Just gonna save center there.
Let's hope it doesn't contain any nuclear subs.
Not that I know of.
Ooh, that should be one of the top 20. Top 20 games with nuclear subs.
I don't think there are that many.
Bob.
No, Bobo.
I know Bobo.
I think the screen is a smidge bigger than what you're recording at the moment. It looked like someone's getting cut off.
Well, then I'm just going to have to fix it, alright. Because I believe that we are fighting
Listen
with...
to that funky music.
Yeah, that is some seriously funky music. Okay, apparently since I'm running at 640 by 480, it's actually bigger than 640 by 480. What the hell does that happen?
Logic. I'm assuming the names and the credits are names and high score are developers and such.
Yeah.
That's because you're gonna get.
Yeah, those negative green borders are actually there too. They're not actually caused by me, so to speak, but they're. Let's see, there we go. Why didn't you remember that I wanted the sound to be lower when UA? Why are you such a dick? It might be that because it actually starts a completely new iteration of itself every time. And yeah, speaking of the N-Gage, let's bring that up. Let's just completely ignore all this. Domus arranged for an N-Gage for me, but finding a MMC card in today's day and age that is reliable is hard in itself, because those were phased out in the early 2000s. And then there's the problem of actually recording the screen, which Yeah, because the N-Gage doesn't have a video out, and I really don't want to do a camcorder LP of a Java-based handheld. Because that would be sad. That would just be sad.
Yeah, I'll just be begging for a red spray.
Pretty much.
Our
Alright.
jokes earlier would become true.
Yeah. Actually, come to think of it, let's just bring up our option screen in a hurry and take a look at something, because there is a possibility that
Did it reset your controls? Because that might
why
be
are
something too.
you running at 720 by 568?
I was about to say, windowed is very disproportionate there. Can you
But why?
adjust it?
I have never. But
Hooray!
I don't understand why. Why? It makes no sense.
Well, let's see what happens when we do 640 by 480.
Yeah, let's see if it actually agrees with this problem. Apparently it is sort of, kind of, maybe, yeah. Oh, well, it's actually not 640 by 480, but it's almost. Almost.
Close enough.
And now apparently we get a half screen.
Wow.
Oh, so that sounds like active.
Okay.
Now it's scrunched.
Have I mentioned lately how hilarious it is to work with this emulator? Because holy fucking shit, WinUA. What is wrong with you?
Technical problems the game, folks. Enjoy it.
Flames and javelin.
Seriously, it's not even technical problems the game. It's more like,
Technical
this
problems
is a
the
perfect
emulator.
emulation, so we are going to be completely crazy. Let's see here. Alright, oh hey.
Why
I
would
forgot
everyone-
to activate a floppy drive sound emulation. That should be working now.
Lovely.
And now everything's gone black.
Ah,
Everything's gone negative green. And now everything's going.
Yep.
oh, that would be the floppy drive.
Yes, because it actually you can actually ask it to emulate the noises that the Amiga diskette drive does. It's amazing. I
That
love
is
it.
the best feature.
Yeah, it's actually also necessary, because in many games that is the only way you know that the game is actually still working and not broken.
That is the best feature.
And now we seem to be fine.
Yeah. Alright,
If
so...
only Sega Dreamcast emulators had the Sega Dreamcast noise.
Now, the thing is that since WinUA defaults to there being 6 players, we might have a bit of trouble actually getting to start with single player. Well, I actually accepted it this time. Because my mouse and my keyboard and my joystick all count as controllers. Which
Like
means
the
that...
mouse?
Yes. The Amiga had support for mouse. Right, let's see.
Player egg, go.
What the heck are they doing?
They're
They're going
begging
crazy
for
as well.
food.
Yeah, they're banging for food. Game over.
Please tell me this is controlled by processor speed and that's why I'm freaking out.
Well, no, actually. That is actually how fast it went, pretty much, on the original game as well.
Oh god.
Next
I
minigame.
really couldn't tell you, Domus. I don't know. He looks like a prison cook.
He is a prisoner, actually. It's just that they...
Prisoner's gotta do something. Beat that potato.
Ah.
You aren't cutting potatoes fast enough.
Well, at least I set a new high score.
Yay.
Also, I like the high score and the very high score. And the very high score is basically a joke. You can't reach the very high score without using a macroed auto-fire controller.
So
Basically.
it's literally the impossible mode from Smoke and Mirrors.
Yeah, more or less. So, what will poor Bobo use next?
Junker,
He's gonna
remember, it's not
shank
pink,
one.
it's negative green.
Or Magenta.
Yes, this minigame.
Uh-oh.
Is he gonna shank someone?
To access the diagonal movement, use 2 buttons at the same time.
Oh, cleaning. Lovely.
Yep.
That dog has some very odd footprints.
The thing is, you're supposed to block the doors by running over to them before people actually exit. But while you're running, you can't clean.
So Bobo is the worst janitor.
Too much dirt.
Well, seems that I set a new high score here as well, only my score was horribly reduced for some reason. Oh well.
Okay, I think I understand this. The score you have is your current running total. The high score is the high score for each individual game, and the very high score is, I think, the overall total score.
So essentially, you'd have to perfect everything to get the very high score.
Maybe.
So Bobo is also the activities director.
Yeah, and he assists prisoners in escaping from the prison and stuff. Now,
Are you sure?
according to
Because it looks
this...
like they're just running back around and then climbing out the windows again.
Well, they're making a second attempt to get out.
Now, according to the scoring of this minigame, the more times they bounce before you actually send them over the wall, the more points you get, for some reason. So it's not actually about getting them over the wall as much as it is making sure that everyone gets to have their fun bouncing, for some reason.
Why doesn't the prison just buy a freaking bouncy castle?
Because they probably don't want people to escape.
You can't bounce that high in a bouncy castle. Why do they have a trampoline?
They made it themselves?
That's gonna be a little hard.
You know.
I've tried to make trampolines before. Didn't go well.
I don't even want to hear the story. Alright, now let's see. Bobo is finally going to escape.
Look at that walk. That is the walk of a man.
So we avoid everything then?
Yep. Don't get
Are we
electrocuted
escaping
is the
from
name of this minigame, basically.
Are we escaping from hell?
Wouldn't you try?
I mean, that's just what it looks like.
Not even on the high score list. Jeez.
I think you were supposed to be picking up those green things. That might have been bundles of cash.
So then again, how can you even tell in this game?
I thought those
I
were
don't know.
insulators or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I don't remember picking those up in the Atari ST version, is the thing.
It did, however, look like you did walk over one at one point, and your score went up. I couldn't tell, though.
Right, now.
Bobo's gone! No, wait, there he is. Look at them jiggling.
Yeah, you need to gently touch people so that they stop snoring, and then you can go back to bed. And then when they start snoring again, you have to... God damn it.
You have to dump over the toilet.
Yeah, you're not supposed to hit the pan, but... Oh god. The controls! The controls! Why? And Bobo just fell asleep on the floor, face down in the combined feces of 6 prisoners.
Lovely.
France!
Belgium, actually. Oh hey, I actually got
Belgium.
into the very high score list.
So literally all his work to try to get them to stop snoring was useless. Because he fell asleep anyway.
And then he drowned in poop.
Just, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the Belgian prison system then.
Yeah.
Because at least in
And that-
American
yeah.
prisons, we have toilets.
And this is literally the entire game.
Just all those mini games.
Yep, 6 minigames, and you can play them up to 6 people.
Not bad.
Wow.
There are better games now, though.
So it's a bit like... I don't know...
Mario Party for prisoners.
Yeah, it's a bit like a multiplayer... it's like a multiplayer WarioWare game, except everyone takes their turn playing the minigames.
Yeah, well, it's not too bad.
Because people are weird.
Oh, Fixed Brumph. You have all the difficult questions, don't you?
Essentially, it just boils down to people are idiots. Or people are weird.
Boiled down to the game would not actually start properly in the PAL setup, so I went with what I had. Basically, I'm going to happily blame all of the emulation problem on the emulator today, because it has been doing some extremely weird things.
Mhm.
Right, so
the borders are just there.
Go away.
enjoy them. Just enjoy them.
Oh.
For once, it's
We'll do a
not
couple
unintentional, but get the borders.
Yep, I mean, this is basically the general display here. And, I mean, just the fact that it doesn't actually have centering, which means that if you're starting a game that is 640 by 480, it might actually just put 200 by 150 off the screen. Because it feels
Wow.
like it. And then, of course, we have line modes and so on, and the internal resolutions, native mode, RTG mode, and that's not actually all of it, because then you actually have to set up the graphical processing unit and the chipset, which it completely changes what graphics are displayed, because it has, I believe it is 3 different ones? Not entirely sure. Maybe we can just
knows?
put it to super high res.
Oh
Yes.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Let's
Let's
do
see
it.
what that
Super
what
high
that
res
gives
go.
us. Super high res
high res
go.
Bobo.